Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. With the season winding down, thoughts are already beginning to turn to the playoffs, but you gotta play it out to the end. So these guys will need to keep the focus on this game and not start looking ahead to the postseason. It's the Titans going up against the Chiefs. Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the number 2 overall pick in 2015 in his second season now. It's Marcus Mariota.
A spectacular beginning to his NFL career. Threw 4 touchdown passes in his first game, but had to endure some ups and downs during his rookie season. His talent, though, is unquestioned.
A first down throw for Mariota. Left side caught by Matthews. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down. This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. On third down, Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Hey, when Marcus Mariota was at Oregon, throwing to the tight end wasn't much of an option, was it? That spread offense, you didn't have him on the field too much. Now he's got one of the best in the game in Delaney Walker.
Last year, Walker led all the tight ends with 94 catches. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The linebacker, Derek Johnson, in on the stop. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's got some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
When I watch a run like that, I always think of DeMarco Murray, the Oklahoma version of DeMarco Murray back in college, because he can do it all. Run, catch, return game. His only problem was staying.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. DeMarco Murray with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue: explosive runs, runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. They're led out by Alex Smith in his 4th season at the helm of the Chiefs after 7 in San Francisco.
And I like his game. I hear him described as a game manager all the time, and I can't wait till we take game manager and flip it towards a positive, because right now it seems to be a negative. But game manager is what you want out of your quarterback, making the right decisions, getting the ball to the right people, moving the team down the field, and he does that very well. The only real criticism of him, sometimes a little too cautious with the football. He takes care of it very well.
The play clock's running down. Here's Smith now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's third down. Throwing on third down, Smith. Screen pass to Charles. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. 23 yards on the play.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. Third down here. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. From the gun on third down, Smith got a man, and he hits him in stride.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
His pass caught at the 4.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jeremy Maclin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. The Chiefs defense. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Second down, Mariota. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. This will be fielded at the 17. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On 2nd down, here's Smith. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And there's a completion of Travis Kelsey. I think he's starting to come into his own as a tight end and as a player, and that makes his quarterback, Alex Smith, really happy.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. A 1st down carry here for Charles. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle. 6 yards to go here on 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Caught here by Conley. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 7-all is the score. And we're back to Arrowhead after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 1st down, Smith. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
And a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll try and get it home with Sherman, the fullback. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the 2nd quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Travis Kelsey with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Dontari Poe in on the stop.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. The NFL sack leader from 2014, Justin Houston, in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they will simply try. And he lost the football. Charles loses it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them.
Looking for Macklin, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Antoine Blake. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he'll go down at the 28. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. So it'll be 1st down here after the run.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. He's probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, or if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude it? Are you going to take your knock and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play. Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And Suckup will put this one right through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
The Titan defense getting set now, coming back onto the field. They had the interception last time, led to a field goal.
And kept points off the board against them as well. What a great way to end a drive. Take it away and set your offense up to put points on the board themselves.
The only thing would have been better a touchdown. Now they'll be looking to get the stop and lead to that here on the next drive.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
A gain of 6 there on first. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, they moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Charles the lone setback. Smith now to throw. And Hill with it over the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
10th carry now for Jamal Charles. And room there to work it inside the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Caught, Kelsey, left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Time running out here on the play clock. Smith, that's caught at the 3. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Albert Wilson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. Santos now to add the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Mariota. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line. 2nd down, Mariota. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And that is incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver, and it's 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. And we'll see what he can do on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Alex Smith and company heading back out there now. He does have the one interception, Charles, but I think that's been more than offset by the 3 first-half touchdown passes.
I would agree with you. There is a blemish, but when you've thrown 3 touchdown passes to try and erase it.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jeremy Maclin with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Jay Howard in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. 3rd down, still 14 yards left. Murray, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 30. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust. Brandon, what we just saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league. How are you going to defend what they call the moment of truth ball, meaning a 50-50, the ball's in the air?
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. And now a 1st down following that long gain. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Screen pass to Charles. The 20. A big play there on the screen pass. 38 yards.
What really hurts defenses on screen passes is that they eat up one of their levels right away. Because you know, most defenses, 3 levels. D-line, linebacker, secondary. But on a screen pass, you're inviting the defensive line to get past them. Then you throw the ball over their heads. And now, there's just 2 levels.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They go with Murray again, and he is going to lose yardage here. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Chiefs are really just doing what they want out there on offense. The Titans' defense hasn't been able to get stops, and that inability to get off the field is costing them time and time again. All right, let's get straight to it. Here's some highlights from the first half. Titans take it at the 24. Murray's going to shift out to the right side, and he'll end up sprinting into the end zone. That puts them up by a touchdown. Chiefs with the ball midway through 1. Here's a quick pass and catch by Jamal Charles, and he'll end up picking up 23 yards on the play. Chiefs now later on the drive. Tight coverage here, but the completion is made, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. 4th down from inside the 10. Kelce's found on the quick pass, and finally on play 12, they score. Chiefs is up now by 7. Chiefs have it late in the second. Wilson's found on the quick pass, and he's going to go 11 yards for the score. The Chiefs push their lead to 11. Staying late in the second, Macklin's wide open on the deep pass, and this great play will go for 6. The Chiefs go up by 18. Staying late in the half, the former Ute Alex Smith finding his mark in coverage, and after the short pass, he'll score. That takes the lead up to 25.
All right, Larry, indeed a one-sided affair to this point as we get set for half 2. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Second half starts with a run by Jamal Charles. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle. Let's see what the offense comes with here, 2nd and 8.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. That kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And the numbers comparison, and something tells me he likes the numbers a little better for this week. What do you think?
No doubt about it. And, we often look for the deep meaning about, okay, why did this happen last week and this one, this? Sometimes you just play better. And we're seeing that from him. Looks happy, loose, running around, and making plays.
2nd down following the run.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And look at the numbers, a repeat performance. It seems right now it doesn't matter how many guys they're going to put on him, he's going to catch the football.
And when you hit that zone, and that's what he's in right now, where everything is working well for him, and I think it's in combination with what the offense coordinator is doing. He's a primary target. He looks at his play sheet, knows he wants to get him the football, and has designed some routes effective for the last 2 weeks. He's really been fun to watch.
They come out here in the eye. Play clock winding down. Now it's Smith off the bootleg. To the right side, it's Kelce. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Brandon, we did watch him play well on tape last week, and it was a lot of fun to watch, and he put together some nice numbers, some really nifty plays, and he's doing it again this week. And what I'm seeing is the rest of his team start to rise in confidence as well.
Rubbing off a little bit?
I think so, and I think that they're buying into him. They believe in him as their leader, which means that they're going to play better, try to make some better plays for him. I think we've seen that throughout this contest.
Those numbers certainly back you up.
But that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even
trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denoris Searcy. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one. After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back. I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
12 yards there as they move the chains. Fresh set of downs here.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw two tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
A play fake to Murray. Now nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And we saw it starting back in his rookie season. They've got to protect Mariota better.
Should be priority one, because I think that if they do protect him well, they've got an all-pro on their hands going forward. He's that type of a player. But if you don't, those hits will add up and decrease his efficiency.
Here's Brett Kern now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. We focus our attention on the Titans defense now. And the interception the last time, their third takeaway of the game, Charles.
They just flopped.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jeremy Maclin, his third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Murray. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On first down, Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Mariota. Got a man, it's right. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Looking left sideline, incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And he cuts it right sideline. And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Mariota to throw it. He's got time in the pocket. And his throw here's incomplete. Kendall Wright, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Mariota. That's caught at the 3. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And Suckup will put this one right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, I guess we're at the stage here where they wouldn't say no to any points, but I don't think field goals are what they're looking for here in the 2nd half.
I don't either, Brandon. When you're down as much as they are, that's the sign of a head coach waving the white flag to me.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And the play clock's running down. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Screen pass to Charles. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A 20th carry coming up now for Murray. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. 3rd and long here for Mariota. He's got time. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
They'll need to get the play off quickly, as they've done all day. They run with Charles. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player. I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 2nd down following the incompletion. 2nd and 10. Smith again. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it down deep into Tennessee territory. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Time running out here on the play clock. They go back to the ground now with Charles. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. That's complete right around the 8. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Play clock winding down. 3rd and 2, Smith. And this is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it off to Jamal Charles there. Now 4th down.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the 1st down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it is incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football. But today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now, standing just about on his own goal line.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And it's fielded at the 34. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the rookie, Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards remaining now on second down. They'll come out in the pistol. Second down, Mariota. And he's got room. Whoosh. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mariota. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Throwing again. Mariota on 2nd and 10. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Now Mariota surveying the field. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota finding time. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So 2nd and 10 here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On 2nd down, Mariota again. He's got time in the pocket. Walker with a grab, left side. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
False start, offense.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. On 3rd down, Mariota. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now. He's been terrific so far. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
Jamal Charles now gearing up to go again on offense. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the 1st half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the 1st half, it gets ugly in the 2nd half. They come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Here's Smith going underneath for Charles. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. Caught here by Conley. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a gain of 4. And it's a 2nd down. 2nd down now after the pass completion. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Smith, they complete it to Hill. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Offense.
So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Throwing now, Smith. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Oh, and the defender took some liberties there with a late hit, roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit. An illegal contact on a quarterback, the defenders really have to get in line.
Here's Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jurrell Casey in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
To throw is Smith. Screen pass to Charles. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. The 5-time Pro Bowler, Tom Mahaly. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task. So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Third and long here for Mariota. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big offensive explosion helped lead.